Most people think comfort is a reward. They chase it, cling to it, and measure success by how safe and easy their life feels. But here's the truth. Comfort is the silent killer of potential. Every time you choose ease over challenge, familiarity over growth, you shrink your possibilities. The life you dream of, bigger, bolder, extraordinary, does not exist inside the comfort zone. It lives beyond the walls of familiarity, in the unknown, in the uncomfortable, in the moments that scare you. Your comfort zone whispers lies. You're fine where you are. You'll do it tomorrow. It's too hard. And every time you listen, your potential fades a little more. Every day you stay too safe, you reinforce habits of stagnation. Small compromises, delayed decisions, and avoidance of risk may feel harmless now, but over time they compound into lost opportunities, unfulfilled dreams, and regret. Think about it. Growth requires stress, challenge, and resistance. A seed cannot grow in a pot of mud that's too soft. Muscles cannot strengthen without resistance. Confidence cannot develop without risk. Your brain, your skills, your mindset. Everything expands only when it is stretched beyond what is familiar. Comfort is the opposite of growth. It is the invisible cage that holds you back. Many people live their entire lives in this cage, never realizing how capable they truly are. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, or the perfect feeling. But the perfect moment doesn't exist. Life rewards action, courage, and persistence. The path to potential is always uncomfortable, awkward, uncertain, and risky. Those who succeed are not naturally braver than you. They simply chose discomfort over stagnation. Your brain is wired for safety. Evolution created it to avoid pain, risk, and uncertainty because survival depended on it. When you step into the unknown, your mind sounds alarms. Stress, fear, doubt, procrastination. It tries to protect you by convincing you that staying in your comfort zone is the smart choice. Don't try this, you'll fail. It's too risky. These thoughts feel real and urgent, but they are not truths. They are survival instincts, relics from a time when risk often meant death. Today, risk means growth, opportunity, and transformation. This is why most people plateau. They listen to the voice of fear instead of the voice of potential. They repeat the same habits, stay in the same job, and settle for the same routines because it feels safe. Safety feels like peace, but it is really stagnation in disguise. True peace comes not from avoiding challenges, but from mastering them, overcoming them, and proving to yourself that you are capable. Understanding the psychology of comfort gives you an advantage. Every time you feel resistance to taking action, every time fear whispers that you're not ready, recognize it as a signal that you are about to grow. The tension, the discomfort, the anxiety, these are indicators that you are stepping into your potential. Winners don't avoid these feelings. They embrace them. They understand that discomfort is the gateway to skill, strength, and confidence. Your comfort zone also limits imagination. You cannot dream big if your daily actions are small, repetitive, and easy. Creativity, innovation, and opportunity arise when you challenge assumptions, take risks, and expose yourself to new experiences. Staying comfortable feels like safety, but it narrows your vision, constrains your goals, and suppresses your capability. And here's the harsh truth. Opportunity rarely knocks inside your comfort zone. People who achieve extraordinary success are willing to risk judgment, rejection, failure, and discomfort. They understand that discomfort is temporary, but regret can last a lifetime. Staying comfortable may feel good today, but it slowly erodes the life you could have lived. The first step is awareness. You cannot change what you do not recognize. Start noticing the moments when you choose ease over growth, when you skip a challenge, procrastinate, or rationalize an action. Pause. Ask yourself, am I choosing comfort over progress? Awareness is the spark that lights the path to change. Once you see the patterns, you can disrupt them. Next, adopt the mindset of small, consistent risks. Growth doesn't require giant leaps all at once. Start with manageable challenges that stretch you slightly beyond your comfort zone. Speak up in meetings, try a new skill, wake up early, or take on a small task you've been avoiding. Each small victory builds courage, resilience, and momentum. Over time, these small steps compound into transformative results. Another strategy, is embracing discomfort intentionally. Do things you know will be difficult or uncomfortable because they matter. Physical discomfort, mental strain, social unease. All these sensations are signals that you are expanding. Instead of avoiding them, lean into them. The moment you feel fear or hesitation, recognize it as a sign that growth is happening. Set stretch goals. Goals that are too easy keep you comfortable. Goals that challenge your limits force you to think creatively, act courageously, and build new habits. Winners often set goals that seem intimidating or even impossible at first. These goals pull them out of complacency and force them to elevate their skills, mindset, and effort. Accountability is another powerful tool. Share your goals with someone who will challenge you, push you, and hold you to your commitments. When others are counting on you, your excuses weaken and your action strengthens. Surround yourself with people who refuse to settle for comfort. Their energy will inspire you to step up. Create daily rituals that push boundaries. This could be a morning routine that challenges your discipline, regular learning to expand your knowledge, or workouts that test your physical limits. The consistent practice of doing hard things builds mental toughness, confidence, and the habit of growth. Over time, your comfort zone expands automatically because your capacity increases. Finally, visualize the benefits of leaving comfort behind. Imagine the skills you will gain, the opportunities you will unlock, and the person you will become by embracing challenges. Contrast this with the regret and stagnation that staying comfortable will create. The mental clarity of what I gain versus what I lose motivates action and reduces hesitation. Remember, growth is rarely comfortable. Life rewards the bold, the persistent, and the courageous. Comfort may feel safe, but it is slow death for your potential. Every time you choose growth over ease, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more than your fears suggest. Every uncomfortable action strengthens your resilience, skills, and confidence. The first principle is habitual discomfort. Winners don't treat growth as a sporadic event. They integrate challenge into their daily lives. They intentionally schedule tasks that stretch their skills, require discipline, or feel uncomfortable. By turning these actions into habits, they remove the friction of decision-making. Over time, what once felt risky or uncomfortable becomes routine. Momentum is built when discomfort becomes familiar, even welcome. Next is tracking progress. Nothing kills momentum faster than lack of feedback. When you measure your actions, results, and growth, you see tangible evidence that stepping outside comfort is working. Journaling, tracking habits, or reviewing weekly goals allows you to celebrate small wins, adjust strategies, and reinforce positive behavior. Momentum grows when you recognize progress, even if the results are invisible to others. Another key is embracing setbacks as fuel. Leaving your comfort zone will inevitably produce failures, mistakes, and criticism. Most people retreat at the first obstacle. Winners, however, treat setbacks as data points and stepping stones. Each failure teaches lessons, builds resilience, and sharpens strategy. Momentum thrives when you refuse to let temporary discomfort or failure derail your forward motion. Consistency over intensity is vital. Growth does not require perfection, it requires repeated effort. Many people overextend themselves once, burn out, and return to comfort. Winners choose sustainable action. Small, consistent steps accumulate more powerfully than occasional bursts. By committing to daily action beyond comfort, momentum compounds into extraordinary transformation over time. Another principle is environment design. Surround yourself with people, spaces, and routines that encourage growth. If your friends, habits, or environment promote comfort, momentum falters. Winners cultivate an ecosystem of accountability, inspiration, and challenge. Your surroundings either feed your comfort or your potential. Choose wisely. Mindset reinforcement is also critical. Remind yourself daily why leaving comfort is necessary. Visualize the skills, opportunities, and person you are becoming. When discomfort feels overwhelming, repeat affirmations or mantras like, "Growth begins where comfort ends," or "I choose progress over ease." Internal reinforcement strengthens resolve and keeps momentum alive. Finally, winners celebrate invisible victories. Every time you say no to procrastination, yes to challenge or push through fear, you win. Even if no one notices, these private victories compound into identity change. You begin to see yourself as someone who consistently chooses growth, courage, and action. Identity is the foundation of lasting momentum. Once you see yourself as capable of leaving comfort behind, doing it becomes automatic. Remember, stepping outside your comfort zone is not a one-time event. It is a lifestyle. Momentum grows when you make growth habitual. Measure your progress, embrace setbacks, remain consistent, design your environment, and reinforce your mindset. The life you dream of exists beyond comfort, but only those willing to act, persist, and stretch themselves will reach it. Discomfort is not your enemy, it is your signal. It tells you that you are growing, stretching, and moving beyond limits. Every time you feel tension, fear, or resistance, it means you are encountering the edge of your potential. Winners don't retreat. They lean in, they embrace the challenge and let it teach them, mold them, and strengthen them. The more you willingly engage with discomfort, the faster you expand your skills, confidence, and resilience. One of the most powerful ways to leverage discomfort is by viewing challenges as opportunities. Instead of asking, "Why me?" or "Why is this so hard?" ask, "What can I learn from this? How will overcoming this make me stronger?" Winners understand that the biggest growth comes from the situations most people avoid. Every obstacle is a chance to increase your value, capability, and mental toughness. Another strategy is intentional exposure. Seek experiences that push your limits regularly. Speak in front of groups, tackle complex projects, try new skills, and face fears you've been avoiding. Each deliberate act of stretching yourself expands your comfort zone. Over time, challenges that once intimidated you become manageable, and your confidence multiplies. Winners also understand the compounding effect of repeated discomfort. Small, repeated acts of courage, starting early, taking action, saying yes to hard tasks, accumulate into mastery, strength, and results that seem effortless to outsiders. What feels excruciating today becomes habit tomorrow. What seems impossible becomes your new normal. Growth compounds when discomfort is consistent and intentional. Reflection and adaptation are crucial in leveraging discomfort. After each challenge, winners reflect, "What did I learn? What can I do differently next time?" This mindset turns mistakes into fuel rather than obstacles. The discomfort itself becomes a teacher, providing lessons that accelerate growth faster than comfort ever could. Another key principle is identity transformation. Each time you act outside comfort, you prove to yourself that you are capable of more. Your identity shifts from someone limited by fear, procrastination, or hesitation to someone disciplined, resilient, and courageous. Once your identity changes, your potential expands naturally. You no longer need to rely on motivation. Your habits, mindset, and self-perception drive action. Finally, winners see discomfort as the bridge between who they are and who they can become. Every achievement, every skill, every moment of confidence was once uncomfortable. Every success story began with someone stepping into the unknown, refusing to settle, and choosing growth over ease. Your comfort zone may feel safe today, but it is silently holding back everything you are capable of achieving. The life you dream of, the skills you want, the impact you aspire to make, all of it exists beyond comfort. So take action now. Step into challenges. Embrace uncertainty. Push your limits daily. Measure growth by the resistance you overcome, not the applause you receive. Every discomfort you endure intentionally compounds into strength, resilience, and potential. Your comfort zone is not protecting you, it is shrinking you. Break free and watch yourself achieve things you once thought impossible. Growth is not a one-time event, it is a lifelong practice. Winners understand that leaving the comfort zone is not a sprint, it is a continuous journey. Each time you stretch yourself, you reset the boundaries of what is possible. To sustain momentum, you must intentionally seek challenges, adapt to change, and consistently measure your progress. One of the most important habits for sustained growth is self-discipline. It is easy to take risks once, but it is difficult to do so every day. Discipline ensures that your actions are consistent, even when motivation fades. Winners create routines that include daily practices of learning, physical activity, reflection, and action. These routines are invisible to others but compound into extraordinary results over time. Another key is resilience in the face of setbacks. Challenges will always arise. Discomfort may intensify. Life may test your patience and determination. The difference between those who grow and those who stagnate is the ability to persist. Winners embrace failure as feedback and setbacks as opportunities to adapt and strengthen their skills. They never allow temporary discomfort to reverse long-term growth. Winners also practice continual learning. Growth requires knowledge, insight, and skill development. By seeking new experiences, learning from mentors, reading, experimenting, and reflecting, they ensure that they never plateau. Life beyond comfort is a classroom. The challenges you face daily are lessons in resilience, creativity, and problem-solving. Accountability and support systems are vital. Even the strongest individuals benefit from peers, mentors, or coaches who challenge them to step further and refuse complacency. Surrounding yourself with people who encourage growth and stretch your limits keeps you focused, inspired, and committed to leaving comfort behind. Another critical principle is celebrating invisible victories. Growth is often unseen by others. The extra hour of study, the decision to act despite fear, the small habits that build character. These are victories that matter most. Acknowledging them reinforces your identity as someone capable of overcoming comfort and consistently expanding your potential. Finally, winners embrace purpose-driven action. Growth becomes sustainable when your actions are connected to a larger why. Knowing why you push past comfort, whether it's personal mastery, financial freedom, health, or impact, ensures that you stay committed even when the journey is challenging. Purpose transforms discomfort from an obstacle into fuel for transformation. Remember, your comfort zone is a silent limiter, but consistent action, discipline, resilience, learning, accountability, and purpose are the tools that expand your potential far beyond what you ever imagined. By committing to growth, even in the face of discomfort, you become unstoppable. If you're serious about taking action in your life, stop waiting and start now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because here on this channel, we bring you daily motivation, life-changing insights, and the push you need to stop procrastinating and start achieving. Don't just watch, take action, and let's rise together.